What is up? What is good, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Dream Wager, Monday, April 24th, 2023, episode 264. As always, I am your host, D-Rock, and joining me, as always, is our NBA guru, partner in crime, Elvis Acosta. How the hell you doing, kid?
I'm doing great, Dylan. On this lovely Monday, got some
Yep.
playoff action this weekend. And your boy's a little upset. The Nets ended up getting swept, but it is what it is. It's okay, Dill. Hopefully, we can sign some free agents and make a decent run next year.
Yeah, first team eliminated sweep. I thought you guys were going to at least win one. Mikal Bridges did everything he could. Dinwiddie is ass. I'm sorry. He's just really bad. But on the bright side, your owner and GM said they're willing to go over $100 million in the luxury tax in the offseason. So you guys are going to go shopping. How'd you think overall? First team out, not the king of New York anymore. What overall thoughts on the season?
Dill, to be honest, I'm gonna say it was a successful season. Overall, it was a successful season. Dill, we ended up parting ways with two top 75 players of all time.
Yeah.
And Kyrie didn't make the team, but we all know he's top 75. KD, top 15 player of all time. I think he's there already. We parted ways with him. But besides that, we were still able to make the playoffs. Overall the playoffs, not the play-in. We was in the playoffs last season with KD, Kyrie. We made the play-in. I was there. I attended the play-in tournament game. So overall, deal from the start of the season to the moment we are right now, it's not what I wanted.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna say it was a success. It could have been worse.
Yeah.
But moving forward, I think we finally got some pieces around. We're just a superstar or two away.
Yeah, I agree. I think it is a good season. And a lot of people after the trade saying, oh, you're done. Season's over. And look at you. You guys did better than the Mavericks. They didn't even they were in the playoff contention when the trade went down. And the fool that I was, I said, hey, they could be contenders. they just tanked. But yeah, overall, I thought it was a good season. You guys are willing to go and spend money next year. So I think you guys are a piece or two away. I think you need another scorer.
We get somebody like Bradley Beal, who's just like a certified bucket in the fourth quarter. We just need somebody to take us over the hump, because you saw us in back-to-back fourth quarters at home. We just making silly mistakes, turning the ball over, not getting efficient shots. Everything is late in the shot clock. If we just run our offense just a little better, we could have stole a couple games. Hey, I feel like we could have stole game 2 in Philly as well. So. It is what it is. They'll hopefully come back even stronger next season.
Yeah, I thought you guys were at least going to win one, and Embiid being out, I thought that was one to take. But, Philly's a good team. It's no shame in that. But Knicks, the series is over. 3-1. Jalen Brunson, man. The Villanova Knicks, bro. Him, Josh Hart. And credit to Tom Thibodeau. Benching Julius Randle. That's what needed to happen. You can't shoot 10 for 38. You're too big. Go to the fucking paint. I'm not no coach, but damn, I know I'm not hot. Go to the rim. You're too big. You're an all NBA player. And Jalen Brunson is the best player in this series by far. And he didn't even make the All-Star team.
He's performing like it. I agree with you on that one. I wouldn't give him the title of the best player.
He's playing like it, though. He's better than Donovan Mitchell. On paper, he might not be, but he's playing better than Donovan Mitchell right now. And I think the Cavs turnovers, silly mistakes, Evan Mobley getting into foul trouble consistently. And honestly, our bigs are outworking their bigs. Allen, Mobley, I think we're playing harder, and they might win a game back in Cleveland, but Knicks in 6. But it's good to see the Knicks finally be something in the playoffs. And hey, RJ Barrett again coming through. You said it. You said, hey, another performance like that, I could see it. I said no. I said it was only one game.
Hey, Dale, he's probably just, they say your role players do damage at home that they can't take their show on the road. And hey, that might just be RJ. At home, he's going to give you a great performance. On the road, he can't give you it all. And that's why you have Jalen Brunson. And hopefully Julius Randle, he could wake up because he was making shots on the road, Dale. It's just when he came back home, he just wasn't it.
Yeah, no, and I love the crowd chanting RJ. All the pressure was on him after a bad game 1 and 2 to come back and perform like that at home. You love to see it. And he's getting to the rim with that left hand, RJ Barrett. I thought it was tremendous. So Knicks up 3-1 there. Miami up 2-1 going into a game tonight, going into game 4 against the Bucks. Giannis will play tonight. Jimmy kind of fell awkwardly in game 3. You think he'll be all right? I know he's going to play tonight, but you think he's 100%?
Dill, to be honest, I don't think Jimmy will be 100%. We saw the fall he took, Dill. But do I expect him to be in better playing shape than Giannis tonight? Absolutely. So that's what I'm going to take it. Jimmy Butler is their best player, and he's going to be closer to 100% than what Giannis will be tonight.
Yeah, and now is this series over? Or do you still give the Heat a little chance because Giannis is back?
To be honest, though, my initial thought would have been like the series is over. Like I said, though, I took the Bucks minus what was it 6? Oh no, it was 5.
Yeah,
Yeah, -5 game
me
3
too.
road, and look what happened, though. So to be honest, this is a must-win game for the Bucks. You know,
I
I think
agree.
I understand the next game will be in Milwaukee, but if you don't win this game, you're down 3-1. Hey, Miami just needs to win one of the last 3. So if I'm the Bucks, it's an all-out must-win tonight. Though it's just I'm just shocked how well Miami played,
Yeah.
especially game 3. Like I said, I expect them to go off one game. To do it another game, I was shocked by that. So give credit to Miami, Coach Spo. You know how I feel about Coach Spo, Dill.
Yeah.
It's just I'm surprised that they're doing it to the Bucks, and we see Bucks all season long, even without Giannis in the lineup, without Chris Middleton in the lineup.
Mm-hmm.
They just dominate certain teams. Even the Boston Celtics, they blew Boston Celtics out by 20 without Giannis.
Yeah.
And the fact that the Miami just staying in there, trading blows with them, is surprising, to be honest.
I feel like this series is just cursed. Everyone's getting hurt. Jimmy got hurt. Giannis hurt. I know he's back right now. Tyler Hero. It's just like everyone is getting hurt in
And
this
remember,
series.
there's been a matchup the last 3 seasons.
Yeah.
Miami swept them. Miami ended up going to the finals. Bucks swept them last year. The year before that, Bucks ended up winning the finals. So hey, could you see one of these teams possibly representing the Eastern Conference once again? Because that's what they've been telling you in the playoffs. Remember, Miami. I don't know, Dill. We'll see.
Yeah. As a Knick fan, I am hoping for Miami to win. It's an easier series for us.
Nah,
I do
I
think
understand your Knicks and all that, but you as a fan, you want to see the best level of competition.
I
And
don't want to see the Bucks because I feel like we'll get blown out
no,
by
no,
the
no,
Bucks.
y'all win the game, maybe 2.
Me. But yeah, no, Bucks game 4 tonight we'll get to in a little bit. But yeah, must win game for the Bucks on the road. And then the other one tomorrow, game 4, Celtics still on the road against the Hawks. Nice comeback win for the Celtics in game 4, but they're up 3-1 right now. Series is over, right?
The series been over before it started. I think I was the only one to give Atlanta a shot. Plus the points. Everybody says it's gonna be a blowout. They're gonna get swept. I was like, nah, Atlanta gonna be able to steal one. Still, the series over. To be honest, Trae Young, I think he's performing. I think to see what he could get in the open market there. I think this is his last season as a Hawk, so I think he's playing out there to see, if he could get a nice contract for somebody else. And I don't think Atlanta's gonna re-sign him. Probably be on the trade market as well.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what he does. He finally is scoring in the playoffs, which is good to see for his trade value. And on the West side, I almost called the sweep, but the Timberwolves won last night barely. I still think the series is over. They're down 3-1, but yeah. Any signs of life for the Timberwolves, or was it just one game?
It was one game, though. They gave their crowd what they wanted. They ended up winning that game. You know what I'm saying? When you blow a 12-point lead with about 2 minutes and 40 seconds left in the fourth quarter, you're not a very good team. So, give credit to Ant-Man pulling that out, having a great performance, especially in overtime, hit that dagger 3. But that was their, last year when they made the play-in and Pat Bev was on the scores table throwing his jersey, celebrating. That was it, though.
Yeah.
This was their championship. And at least their home crowd was able to witness it. Because come what? I think they play Wednesday, come game 5. So
yeah, they play tomorrow, Tuesday. But yeah, I think it's over coming back to Denver. Another series, I think, so versus Suns. I think I jinxed it. I think winning
Yeah,
game one, I jinxed it. They've won 3 in a row now. Devin Booker is the hottest scorer in the league right now, averaging 34 a game. I don't think anyone could stop this, man. Him, KD. Did you even see Chris Paul making some trick shots on the side? Like
yeah.
when that's going in, you know you're done.
Yeah, when Chris Paul's making shots, put it like this: if Chris Paul gives you anything above 15 points, just chalk in a W. Because you know Devin Booker and KD is going to combine for anywhere from 50 to 65, the way they've been playing. So, you know, Ayton's going to give you a double ish, you know, around 12, 15 points as well.
Yeah.
The bench, But if Chris Paul gives you 15 plus, and then you got Devin Booker doing what he's doing, Kevin Durant doing what he's doing, hey, watch out. I don't want to play the Suns.
No, me either. I think they are a tough out, especially against the Nuggets. That's going to be a nice match in the conference semis. I think the most fun series right now, you got the Kings and the Warriors. Warriors, they win both games at home, series tied 2-2. We just actually got news. De'Aaron Fox, did he fracture his index finger? Is that what it is?
Fractured the top of his finger, Dill. So as of right now, he's listed as doubtful for Game 5 back in Sacramento. It's a fracture on his shooting hand, Dill. So to be
If
honest,
he's out, they're done, right?
if he's out there, done, Dill. He was their hardest soul, you know, especially in Game 4. He put up what
38?
22 in the first half.
Yeah.
You know, like if he doesn't do what he does in the first half, the game is a blowout. You know, so to be honest, though, if DeAndre Fox, not even if he goes and plays, if he's not the DeAndre Fox that we saw games 1 through 4, this series is over. It's not that if he plays or not, is if he's still gonna be playing like the way we expect him to play and be DeAndre Fox, give you around 30 points, shoot a couple threes, play good defense on Steph Curry. Because if he's not that all-star caliber player, the series is over.
Yeah. You know, I was watching the game, and I'm sure you were as well. And I like Doris Burke, but she said Steph Curry is still underrated. And I just had to scratch my head and I go, wait, what? You know, I think
Hey.
You know what it is? He did a Chris Webber, though. He called the timeout when they had none. But other than that, I think we're getting to a point in society where when people win too much, we just start saying they're underrated. Or when they win too little, they're overrated. It's insane. And I was sitting in my head, I said, he just won his 4th ring. There's no way he's underrated. If anything, he's overrated. People are jocking him. But it's ridiculous. I love Doris Burke, but I thought that was a head scratcher when she said that. But yeah, going to Sacramento, I think it's a tough loss losing your point guard. And Harrison Barnes, he had a chance for a little revenge to win the game, and he didn't win it.
He could have shot his old team in the heart. He could have touched the arena, Dill. If that ball was just, I'm gonna say, what, 3-4 inches shorter?
Yeah,
that's all net, Dill. And he sends the Chase Center. And they're 3-1 convincingly. 3-1, Dill. I still give, if DeAndre Fox is, he's not gonna be 100%. No. But if somehow it ain't that bad, and he could give you around 25, 30 points. Dill, I like the Kings, Dill. Especially I like what I saw yesterday, Dill. The fact that the Warriors gave you 13 threes. Steph gives you a good game. Clay, it seems like every time Clay shot the ball, he couldn't miss.
Yeah.
And like you said, the Kings are right there to win the game. So
it was very interesting. It was a fun game, back and forth, and I love Draymond Green coming off the bench. I thought he had 2 back-to-back defensive performances. He blocked his shot from Sabonis, and then he stripped it as well. He does everything you ask for, and first game back gets a technical. I fucking love it. Him and De'Aaron Fox were jawing at each other. I love it. I think this is the most fun series, to be honest. But yeah, it should be exciting. Game 5 back in Sacramento will be on Wednesday. The other game tonight, besides the Miami Heat and Milwaukee Bucks, Lakers and Memphis Grizzlies. Lakers up 2-1 after Dillon Brooks hits LeBron in the penis. I mean, come on. And you know what? Dillon Brooks is like the worst villain / heel because he came out and said, oh, the media is calling me a villain. You're the one who started all the antics. If you're going to, like, at least Draymond owns it. Pat Bev owns it. You're a fake tough guy. You're saying, oh, the media does this. You're the one who said he's old, dropped 40 on me. I don't respect you. You know what he should have said? He should have been like, "Oh, he still ain't dropped 40 though." He should have came out with something like that, but he's a fucking clown. He didn't do anything. And what's he shooting 12 shots for? You ain't a shooter. So I don't know. I'm just that was my little spiel on the Memphis Grizzlies, but I think they're done, kid. What about you?
I don't say they're done just yet, though. I do give them a shot still, just because they are the Memphis Grizzlies. They are the number 2 seed. Ja Morant. When Ja Morant gives you what I think we saw 22 straight points.
Yeah, he was balling in the fourth.
Still, I was even though we thought the game was over. We started watching the game after the tank fight, though. But Ja Morant did, and especially in the fourth quarter, was special. People was special. If Ja Morant and that Grizzlies offense has it going like that to start Game 4, I'm telling you right now, the Lakers are in trouble, though. I'll tell you one thing, though. This might be a must-win game for the Los Angeles Lakers, up 2-1, because I don't want to go back to Grizzlies tie, and they got two home games to 1. I don't think the Lakers going to be able to win another one in Memphis. So I think they got to win this game and then end it in Game 6, though, because if they go back to Memphis in a Game 7, that's going to be a tall task.
Yeah, well, I don't want to spoil it, but I do think they're going to win tonight at home. And hold up. I am getting breaking news, and I don't want to say anything.
What's going on?
Aaron Rodgers is traded to the New York Jets. Officially, Adam Schefter tweeted it, okay?
Let me see.
So Jets get Aaron Rodgers, pick number 15. Oh, my God. And 2023 fifth-round pick. So we got.
They finessed ya. Whoa! Y'all just gave up the 15th pick.
No, we get their 15th. We have 10 and 15.
No,
we finessed them. So the Packers, they got the 13th. They got the 13th.
That's what I'm saying. Y'all's pick swapped.
And then they also got 2023 second round.
Which is the 35th?
The 42nd pick. They got our 13th pick. They got our 42nd pick. They got a 6th round pick, which is number 207th. Next year, they got a 2nd round pick. Ooh. If Aaron Rodgers plays 65% of the snaps, which I'd imagine
which he should.
So apparently, this literally just broke. The two sides talked for weeks before things broke down. Then discussions heated up late last week. Finally, Jets GM Joe Douglas and Packers GM Brian Gutekunst were able to bridge the difference to make an agreement. This marks the second time in 14 years that the Packers have traded a legendary quarterback to the Jets. In 2009, the Packers, obviously, we know they got Brett Favre. It's official, baby. Aaron Rodgers to the Jets. You gotta love it. I didn't think they were gonna give up the 13th, but they did. But we got the 15th. We moved back 2 spots. That's fine.
Oh, really? What went down? Y'all traded the 42nd overall pick and then a 5th rounder. That's really what happened.
Yeah.
Because to move back 2 spots, really, Bill, that's not really. I'll tell you what, I gotta change my mock draft. But other than that,
oh, Joey in the chat said he's officially a Jet fan. Jets. Let's go.
Man. Oh man, you know. First of all, I want to say congratulations. Because as a loyal, I want to say loyal because you switched sides for 2 years in Maryland. I won't let you forget.
No, I was a Jet fan, but I was low key rooting for the Ravens.
No,
you
have a Lamar jersey, yes or no?
No, I do not.
So what Ravens jersey you have?
None. I don't have a jersey.
Yeah, all right.
I have a Lamar T-shirt that was gifted.
All right.
Didn't purchase it.
Congratulations, Dale. Congratulations to the New York Jets. Finally getting a quarterback. Because, Dale, I was going to talk my shit. I was like, how we on draft week and Aaron Rodgers still not a Jet, Dale? So, congrats getting that deal done. I told you the 2nd round pick was going to be gone. At least you kept one of them. Basically, you traded E.J. Moore for Aaron Rodgers.
Elijah Moore,
yeah. And then, to be honest, y'all got it. Y'all quarterback away now. Y'all got the quarterback. It's just, what else could y'all get done? Are y'all gonna on the draft night? Y'all gonna draft defensive side, or you're gonna get Aaron Rodgers another weapon?
No, we're gonna go get him protection, offensive
Go
line.
offensive line.
They said with Aaron Rodgers now traded to New York, the Jets are expected to become primetime darlings for the NFL schedule. They will have 6 to 7 primetime games. You gotta love it, baby. New York is back. I'm excited. I don't even know what we were talking about. I'm sorry. Let's get back to it. Don't want to keep doing it. Overall, NBA playoffs, amazing so far, I think. What else? NHL playoffs. Joey said in the chat as well. They've been buzzing. Devils are not dead. Big win for the boys on the road at the Mecca. Overtime, we get the win. We are down 2-1. We played tonight. I was thinking about going, but I don't want to be in enemy territory. It would have been bad. But yeah, overall, Devils not dead. Carolina, they're up 3-1 against the Islanders. I think they're dead. Toronto, they might get out of the first round finally. They're up 2-1 against the Lightning. Bruins, they're going to beat the Panthers. They're up 3-1. Colorado Avalanche, defending champs, they are up 2-1 against the Kraken. Fun series, though. I like the Kraken. I think they will eventually be a good team. Good series between Dallas and Minnesota, tied 2-2. Vegas Golden Knights up 2-1 against the Winnipeg Jets. And another fun series. You got Edmonton and the Kings. You saw Will Ferrell at the game with the checkered face. I'm telling you, he was at the lake. He was at the Laker game one night. He was at the Kings game the other night. He's just so rich. He could just go to all these events.
Bro, he's a legend. He probably gets tickets for free, man. He's well connected.
Yeah, it was amazing. Joey in the chat said, I'll see you at Jersey MetLife. I think you mean Jet Life. It's back. I gotta say it.
It's out there.
I gotta say it, Elvis.
There. You have the Giants. Respect the G-men. They made the playoffs. They gotta win. You gotta at least get a playoff win now, though. You gotta at least get a playoff win till you call it Jet Life.
That's fair. That's fair.
Don't come week 8. I don't want you calling it Jet Life because y'all like 5-2. No. You gotta remember, you gotta win a playoff game first, and then it's called Jet Life. As of right now, I wouldn't say it's Danny Dimes, arena, but he has the call though. He did win a playoff game.
I'm sorry, my phone's blowing up. Everyone's telling we got Rodgers. Damn, I'm happy. That made my day. Can you see me smiling ear to ear? I can't even control myself right now. You gotta love it. I might go after the show and get a jersey. That might be the number one seller. It has to be, baby. Let's get into it. We got a lot to talk to today. We got MLB games going. We got 2 NBA playoff games tonight, and the draft is this week. It's draft week in Kansas City. Should be electric. Draft is at Thursday. We tried to get a guest on. Didn't really work out, but we got our draft, our top 15. Now we definitely got to go to 15 because of the Jets there at number 15. But we'll get to that in a little. Elvis, let's start on the diamond. We've got 11 plays today. We'll start with the 6 o'clock game. Cleveland Guardians hosting the Colorado Rockies. Cleveland Guardians minus 198 on the money line. Minus 1.5 is plus 105. Over under is set at 8. Any play in this one for you, kid?
No play here. I'll lean the under just because Contreras on the mound. I expect him to pitch pretty good against the Rockies. The Rockies it's surprising how bad they are. We always know the Colorado Rockies. They're not a playoff team. They're not a championship team. But the fact that they started 6-17 deals, to be honest, it's just sad. So I'm not gonna say take Cleveland on the money line at minus 200, but if anything, I'll bet the under just because I don't think both teams can honestly score a lot of runs tonight.
Yeah, no, I like the under. We like to fade the Rockies on the road. We also got to fade Austin Gomber. He's awful. He's failed to get past the 3rd inning in 2 straight games. Just can't put my money on him or the Rockies on the road. And I trust Cal Quantrill a little better at home. So Rockies 1-9 in their last 10. I like them on the run line. You could get plus money as well. I think this is a good spot for them at home. So let's go to AL East showdown. Your Boston Red Sox on the road in Baltimore taking on the Orioles. Red Sox minus 120 favorite, plus 102 for the home dogs. Over under is set at 8. What do you like here, kid?
Dill. For the first time in 2 years, Chris Sale will throw a gem. Give me the Red Sox Minus 120. Chris Sale, 7 innings, 2 earns. Let's say 6 strikeouts. He's going to throw himself a gem, though. He's going to throw a gem. It's been a while. It's been a while since the 2020 season. Chris Sale will throw a gem today, people, in Baltimore. Stay tuned.
My favorite play. I like the over 8. I think this is going to be a shootout. Two bad pitchers. They both have over a 6 ERA on the season. And look what the Birds did to Sale in his first start. 7 runs in 3 innings. Every game Sale has started, the Red Sox have been in a shootout. So I love them to go over this number. Dean Kramer, on the other hand, he's only had 1 good start, but the 3 of the other 4 starts he's had have gone over this number as well. Both teams in general are over teams. 15-7 toward the over for Boston, 11-8-1 toward the over for the Orioles. It's just how these teams play. You know, they both have decent lineups and just not the greatest pitching. So got to continue to ride here with the over on these two teams. So over 8, and that's probably my favorite play of the night. Let's get on over to the next game. Tampa Bay Rays, the hottest team in the league right now, hosting the Houston Astros. Rays, minus 178 favor at home, plus 150 for the Houston Astros on the road. Over-under is at 8.5. How you going to play this one, E?
Yo, I wish it wasn't so rich. I want to say Tampa money line at minus 178. I'm not going to tell you go to the window with it. I'm not going to tell you to lay run line as well, even though it's at plus money. You got to respect Houston. I don't think, even though Tampa's arguably the best team in the world right now, I think you can't lay the money line against Houston. So I lean Tampa on the money line. If anything, put them on the parlay. Minus 178 is just a little too rich.
Joey's loving your money line. God damn it. I forgot. Yeah, Rays. I kind of like them. I got them earlier when they were minus 140. They're a little chalky right now at minus 178. I like Randy Arozarena if you want to do a player prop. I like him over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. He's a legend at this. He's hit this in 5 of his last 6 games. And I really think he could get to Urquidy with the Astros. So that's how I'm going to play this game if you want to do a player prop, and that's at minus 110. It is no free shout outs. The hits, runs, RBI prop is a DK special. No shout outs, but that's how I'm going to play that. Let's go on to Cincinnati. Oh, my boy, Nick Lodolo. I love this guy. Nick Lodolo and the Reds hosting the Texas Rangers, and your boy, Nathan Eovaldi, going for the Rangers. Rangers short favorite on the road, minus 116, minus 102, short dogs for the Reds. Over under is at 8. You backing your boy here?
Come on, Dale. Give me Nathan Eovaldi on the mound. Give me the Texas Rangers money line. Dale. All seriousness, Dale. I was gonna fade Eovaldi, but the Cincinnati Reds, losers of 6 straight, they're gonna make it 7. They probably make it 8. They'll probably make it 9. Dale, you just gotta face Cincinnati at this point. I understand that at home, Great American Ballpark, Dale, but the Texas Rangers are gonna upset them. Well, they're the road favorites. So my boy Nathan is gonna take care of business on the road, Dale, and I expect you to bet it as well.
It's just hard to bet the Rays right now. So I understand the Rangers here. The Reds 3-7, their last 10. They've lost 6 straight. I do like Nick Lodolo. I think he is a little better than Eovaldi, but you know, it's hard to back an offense in Cincinnati where they're in bottom half of the league in every major category. So complete stay away from me. I would have liked if I got a little better number on the Rangers, maybe like minus 105 plus money. Then I would have been all over the Rangers, but it's going to be a stay away from me in this one. Let's go out to the 6th. Toronto Blue Jays hosting the Chicago White Sox. Toronto Blue Jays minus 156 on the money line, plus 132 for the White Sox. Over under is at 9. Going to continue to fade the White Sox in this one, kid?
Dill, I understand away from this game, Dill, completely. If anything, I'll lean the over just because I think Toronto will be able to score some runs on them. But, you know, when you got Chris Bassett on the mound, you got to lean with Toronto on the money line, Dill, by minus 160, just a little rich. If anything, you know, you do the parlay with the Rays in Toronto, get a little plus money action.
Yeah, I like that as well. That's an angle you could do, but I think you mentioned it perfectly. I like the over here, over 9, over first 5-9, whatever you like. Just gonna fade both pitchers in this one. I think I mentioned it another pod ago, but White Sox are on my do not bet list right now. You can't back them. The only way you can back them is the over. 12, 6, and 3 toward the over. They're 2-8 straight up on the side in their last 10. Lance Lynn, god awful as well. They lose every start he makes. He gives up a lot of runs. Him and the White Sox, like I said, they're just an auto fade for me right now. Chris Bassett, he's okay. He's a little inconsistent for my liking as well. So I do think both offense can contribute. So I agree on the over. I think we see some runs in this one. Let's get over to the ATL. Atlanta Braves hosting the Miami Marlins. Braves, huge favorite, minus 275 on the money line, minus 1.5, minus 118, plus 225 for the Marlins. Over under is at 7.5. I'll start this one. I kind of like the under in this one. I like both pitchers. The one concern I do have is with Marlins pitcher Edward Cabrera and the walks. He did a better job in his last 2 starts. So if he can keep that up, I think there's a chance for the under. But if he's wild and he starts walking a ton of batters like we've seen early on in the season, I think we might be in trouble. But on the other side, Spencer Strider, he's been great this season. He's actually been better on the road than at home. But I like this spot against the Marlins, who are a dead under team. They're the best under team in the league, 6-14-1 toward the under this season, including 4 of their last 5. So I'll continue to roll here with the under. I think both pitchers can limit each other. So under 7.5 for me. What about you?
No opinion on this game, Dill. So I saw Atlanta was that big of a favorite. Kind of tempting to hit, Miami on the money line, to be honest, Dill. Atlanta, a little underachieving. They have to look as sharp as they have. So I want to sprinkle something on Miami on the plus 220, Dill.
Yeah, it's a nice little price. I do agree on that. Let's get on over to Minnesota. The Twins hosting the New York Yankees. Twins minus 156, plus 132 on the other side for the Bombers. Over under is at 7.5. Sonny Gray has just been fucking lights out. I'll tell you that. But I'll take a stab here with the dog. I think this is a good revenge spot for Johnny Brito. Just throw that last start away. He versus the Twins in the Bronx. He couldn't even get out of the first inning. They dominated him. But, his other 3 starts have been really good, and the Yankees have won those starts as well. So, like I said, Sonny Gray's been one of the best pitchers to start this season, but I think some regression may come for him soon. I'm going to fade him in this spot. I think the Yankees are a hotter team. I think they have the better lineup, and I think they could get some runs off of Gray. So, at plus money, I'll take a stab here with the Yankees. What about you?
Still, it pains me to say this, but I'm gonna agree with you, Dill. I think you gotta sprinkle something on the money line with the Yankees here. They're just a better team. Honestly, Minnesota's at home, and you got Sonny Gray on the mound. He's been dominating, like you said, all season long. It's just the fact that you get in the Yankees at plus 135. I expect those bats to make some noise, so I'll lean the over as well, just because I think a bullpen comes in. I think some runs will get put on the board both sides.
Yeah, I love that. Plus 135. You never thought you'd get that with the Yankees. So love that play. Let's go on over to Milwaukee, where the Brewers are hosting the Detroit Tigers. Brewers minus 152 at home, plus 128 for the Tigers. Over under is at 8.5. Right back to you, E. What do you got?
Still, the Brewers just, took 2 out of 3 against the Red Sox. So you boy, kind of feeling that. I will say roll with the Brewers as well against Detroit. And it's kind of sad. I was watching, didn't really watch it, but I tuned in. What's the point with the Detroit fans? Only like 100 people attending games still.
They're another team that might be on the move.
Yeah, that made me want to go to a Detroit game just because.
I've been. It's actually a nice stadium, Comerica Park.
Well, I remember the good old days back in the day, and shit, it looked pretty dope to me. So. But overall, I think Milwaukee got in this. So if anything, I'm going to go Milwaukee on the money line at minus 150.
Remember when Scherzer, Verlander, when they made the playoffs with Cabrera, they had a stacked team.
Remember my boy Manny Ordonez?
Yeah. You're throwing it back to when we were like middle school now.
Yo, I used to play with them in MLB MVP baseball, bro. That was my team.
MVP baseball with David Ortiz was the best one. I'm telling you, on the PSP.
It was Manny Ramirez on the cover. 2005.
Manny being Manny. Wow. That's a throw.
I want to buy a PlayStation 2 just to buy MVP.
Just to play that.
Yeah, I'll play.
I mean, you got to lean with the Brewers here. Maybe another one where you put them in a parlay. Tigers are just like another unbackable team right now. They've lost 3 in a row. Brewers, on the other hand, 7-3 in their last 10. They have a top 10 offense. I'm not high on either pitcher, but Colin Ray, isn't the worst, and the Brewers have won both of his starts. I think they are the better team by far. They should win this game. So heavy lean on the Brewers in this one. We got we got about 3 games left. Let's get to it. Los Angeles Angels hosting the Oakland Athletics. I should start saying Vegas Athletics, or
Yeah.
should we wait till they move?
I said we wait, Dill, but you got to start getting accustomed to calling them
Yeah,
that.
exactly. Because
Like
you know how long it took me to say the Guardians. I keep saying the Indians.
I keep calling the Redskins, and I probably don't offend anybody saying that, but bro, that's just how I grew up.
Yeah, I
Washington.
think.
Now
Oh no, I was gonna say
I
something.
keep Commanders. I just say Washington.
Honestly, I think it's better the Washington football team than the Commanders.
Washington football team was kind of tough.
I said the same thing. Anyway, yeah, over under is at 10. Angels big favorites -205 on the money line, -1.5 at -110, +172 for the Athletics. I'll start this one -1.5 for the Angels. I like the over as well. Another situation where I think you just got to fade both pitchers here. Ken Waldichuk, awful. And both pitchers, actually, they have above 750 ERA. Angels are the better team, and they should win this game, but I can't trust Jose Suarez either. Both pitchers, I think they'll give up a decent amount of runs. Oakland is so bad. They're the best over team. 15-6 towards the over, 8-1 toward the over on the road. You got winds blowing out into center field as well. So I like the over, and I'll take the Angels on the run line. What do you got?
Still, I ended up staying away from this game. You got to roll with the Angels in this situation. I don't know if I'm gonna go with them on the run line deal, just because you know what the Angels are. It's either they're gonna score 10 runs or they're gonna score 2 runs still. So I ended up staying away from this matchup. But you can't put any money on Oakland right now, or you want to call them Vegas, call them by Vegas by any chance. Don't put money on Oakland/Vegas right now.
All right, let's go out to the desert. 2 games left. Arizona Diamondbacks hosting the Kansas City Royals. Diamondbacks -142 on the money line, +120 for the Royals. Over under is set at 10.5. This one was another tough one for me. I feel like I should back the Snakes here, but this is Tommy Hearn's first start, and I kind of want to see him before I start backing him and put my money on him. He wasn't the best at home last season either, and Royals, they're not good either, but if you do want to back the Royals, the only pitcher I would back is Brad Keller. He is pretty solid on the road this season. If anything, I like the under 10.5. Royals, they probably won't score too many runs either. And I think Keller will do a good job limiting the Diamondbacks bats. So I kind of lean under, and I can't lean with the Diamondbacks. I kind of want to stay away from the side. How about you?
Though I'm gonna lean the under as well. Though it's a pitcher ballpark, Kansas City. I don't expect much from them. Yeah, could Arizona put up some runs on the board? Absolutely, but if they're gonna score 6, 7 themselves, I'm not sure about that. I'll lean the under.
All right, and then last game on the board. Let's go out to the Bay Area. San Francisco Giants hosting the St. Louis Cardinals. Cardinals short favorites on the road, -124, +106 for the Giants. Over under is set at 8. Right back to you, E. What do you got for this one?
To be honest, though, I ended up staying away from this. If anything, I'm gonna lean St. Louis Cardinals on the road. If they were home, I'll smash it. But the Giants are at home. The Mets just gave them the business, so good game yesterday as well. But I'm gonna have to roll with St. Louis still, but I'm gonna lean them. No,
7-3 for the Mets on the road on that road trip. We should have won yesterday, but good road trip, I think, for the Mets. They did lose last night though. But yeah, this one, another one. Lean towards the over. I didn't want to back either side. Usually, we like to fade teams who play on Sunday Night Baseball, but they're staying home, so no travel spot for them. Cardinals, they don't really have to travel either. They're coming from Seattle to the Bay Area, which isn't probably a far travel as well. I just worry about the Giants. Their bullpen is so bad, and that's why they've kind of been in a lot of overs and shootouts. They're 12-9 towards the over this season. Cardinals, they have a good lineup as well, and I think they could score a few runs off of Cobb. I kind of lean over 8. Maybe we see some runs in this one, but yeah, that's gonna do it. Anything else MLB related you got for us, real quick?
No, that's all, though. I got those 3 plays: Red Sox money line, Rangers money line, and the Bruins money line.
All right, let's get to it. Before we get to the NBA, let me tell you guys about our presented sponsor for today, Viva Tequila Seltzer. We're provided by Viva Tequila Seltzer, the most refreshing hard seltzer on the market, hands down. It is no wonder why Viva was voted #1 hard seltzer in the world by San Francisco World Spirit Competition. With only 88 calories, 0 carbs, 0 sugar, and 4.5 ABV, Viva is the perfect drink for your post-game celebration, as it was created with that active lifestyle in mind. We flavor our tequila seltzer because flavor is the spice of life, and we like our drinks with just a kick, just like how we like our lives, whether it's Huckleberry playing a round of golf with the boys or an elderberry watching Aaron Rodgers get traded to the Jets. It doesn't matter. Our favorites pair perfectly with that Artisanal Blanco tequila for that subtle but refreshing drink. Our belief here at the Dream Wager and at Viva is to live long, live well, and live it up. All right, Elvis, let's get to it. We got 2 games on the slate. Bucks down 2-1 in a crucial game tonight in the 305. They are laying 8. Giannis is back. Miami's home puppies +8. Over under is at 218.5. You are the guru. How are you playing this game?
Still, I ended up taking the Bucks -6 earlier. I still like it at
Smart.
-8. Still, to be honest, I think this is a blowout waiting to happen. I think the Bucks are gonna go out, dominate early, control ball the pace. And to be honest, I think Giannis just needs to shut down the interior. You know, if Jimmy Butler doesn't get it going, because Jimmy Butler he starts getting to the rim, breaks down that defense, and he's gonna kick it out to wide open shooters. The Heat are dangerous. That's the thing. So you gotta. I would honestly say start either double teaming Jimmy Butler or just trap him. You know, make him get rid of the ball and make his teammates make those plays to win the game. Because if Jimmy Butler 1-on-1, you know, you're gonna lose that matchup a lot of times. You know, especially if he's roaming down towards the paint, he's able to kick it out. So I just feel like if the Bucks defense could just slow down Jimmy Butler, because you know he does it all, points,
Yeah.
rebounds, assists. So he's the X factor of that offense still. So if Jimmy Butler just has a quiet day, you know, around 22, 20 points, less than 10 assists, less than 10 rebounds, I think the Bucks blow Miami out. Now, if Jimmy Butler has a huge game, I still expect the Bucks to win this game, but it wouldn't shock me if they could cover the 8.
Got a few plays in this one. I took earlier. I like to play. A lot of people I've read and that I follow. They took the Bucks early when it was 6.5, like yourself, just in case Giannis does come back. I'm gonna go a different way. I took them in the first quarter -2. Giannis is back, and after losing Game 3, I just expect him to come out with some energy, aggressiveness, set the tone. I don't think they're gonna lose Game 4. So Bucks -2 in the first quarter is one play for me, and I like Grayson Allen over 10.5 points. I think this is a little small, and you got it at even money at +100. He's hit this in 6 of 6 games versus Miami this season, and he's averaging 14.8 points in this series. So I like that as well. I kind of like Drew Holiday as well over his points, rebounds, and assists, and that's only at 30.5. It seems small for a guy that basically does it all. In games where Giannis and Chris are both active, Drew Holiday averages 33.1 points, rebounds, and assists. So if he gets the minutes and he's not in foul trouble, I expect Drew Holiday to have a big game passing the rock. I also like Giannis over his rebounds, 11.5. Seems a little small. I think he's going to come out aggressive in this game. And I love the Bucks here. I agree on the -8. So Grayson Allen over 10 points, Drew Holiday over points, rebounds, and assists 30.5. And I'm also going to take the Bucks in the first quarter -2. Let's go out to the almost said Staples Center's Crypto Arena. The Los Angeles Lakers up 2-1, Game 4 tonight in LA. I think we both agree this is a must-win for the LA Lakers. They can't go back to Memphis tied 2-2. Lakers laying 5 at home. Over under is at 220.5. We gotta lay the points at home with the Lakers, right, E?
Nah, I ain't doing it.
Oh,
I expect a bounce back from the Memphis Grizzlies. So if anything, I lean them plus the 5. If you could get the 5 though, but I got 3 plays. I'm gonna just go real quick with it. I expect AD to have another monstrous game. So give me Anthony Davis over 23.5 points. We just saw him have a 30 bomb. in the last game with about 17 rebounds. I expect something similar. So I expect KD to give you around 25 and like 14, like 28 points and like 14 rebounds. I expect maybe another 30 piece, but I feel confident on the over 23.5. Love that play. And give me LeBron James over 2.5 three pointers made. Deal in this series. You know LeBron is shooting one from 12 for 3 point range. Still, I think he heats up a little bit tonight. Probably makes three to five threes tonight. You know he's gonna bomb them away. I expect him to take anywhere from 6 to 8 shots, and he'll make most 3 pointers tonight, though. So give me LeBron over 2.5 three pointers made, and then put the Lakers on the money line. People, I understand if you want to lay the spread, lay the spread. I'm telling you right now, Memphis Grizzlies are gonna come out much better than what we saw Game 3. So I'm just gonna play it safe. Give me the Lakers on the money line.
Yeah, I just can't do it. You and I were talking earlier. Get this, 0-16 straight up as a dog on the road for Memphis this season. 2-14 against the spread as a dog on the road. When they're dogs, the average line is about 4.5. They're 5 today. And the average loss is by 15 points per game. With those numbers and what we saw last game, I just don't know how you take Memphis plus the points. I didn't get to the window with it. I liked it a little better when it was -4.5. It's up to 5 now, but you gotta lean the Lakers. I think you will see a better effort from the Memphis Grizzlies, but I just think the Lakers, they're just too good right now. And if AD had a game like he did last one, I think it's over. I think they go up 3-1. I like Rai Hachimura over 13.5 points. My man's been balling.
Yeah, it's been balling.
Wow. Yo, he's averaging 70. He's shooting 75% from 3 this series. He came out hot with 10 of his 16 points in the first 3 minutes last game. I think they're going to keep going to him. 13.5 seems a little disrespectful. I'm going to keep going over to my Japanese friend, Riley Hachimura. So that's how I'm going to play this game. We do have lines for Tuesday's game. Do you want to quickly rattle them off if you have any?
Yeah, Dill. Everything's just so high. You know, you got Atlanta plus 12.5. You got Minnesota plus 9. Then you got the Clippers plus 12. I'm going to lean the Clippers plus 12, though. I love how Russell Westbrook and the supporting cast been
He
playing.
has been playing good.
He's been playing well, though. You know, I cashed on that points, rebounds, assists over. So, if anything, I'm going to lean that once again as well. Points, rebounds, and assists over for Russ at 41.5. That's an efficient play there. I expect Russ to do it all. He's been doing it all since game 2. He had a horrendous game 1. Ever since Kawhi came down, he's been the number 1 guy, and he's been playing like the number 1 guy. So give credit there. Give me Russell Westbrook points, rebounds, and assists over 41.5. And then you got the Atlanta Hawks. I almost said Falcons, though. Do I give them a shot to cover the spread against Boston? Absolutely. I think 12.5 is a little high, but we both know the series ends tomorrow, Dill. So do I want to take the plus 12.5, knowing that there's a chance they might get blown out, Dill? So I'm staying away from it. I do expect Atlanta to go down fighting, but I'm gonna lean the plus 12.5 there. And then I think Minnesota. I think we saw their championship game.
Yeah.
We saw game 4. I think they're gonna come out. They probably get wiped off the floor. So I'm gonna lean the -9 win Denver as well.
Love it. And plus the 5.5 for the Knicks. I think you forgot.
Yeah, I'm gonna lean the Knicks plus 5.5. Though the fact that they're 5.5 point dogs on the road, I understand Cleveland's gonna fight for their playoffs lives and everything, but I could honestly say the Knicks are just playing better basketball right now.
And I also lean under. No team has hit 100 in this series.
Yeah.
So
and it wouldn't shock me if somebody gets around 82 again.
Yeah. So love that. I love I love the Denver play as well. So Elvis, good luck on the hardwood. Let's get to it. It is draft week. Let's reveal our mock drafts. I wish I had the countdown music, but it's trademarked. So, as you know, Panthers traded for the number 1 pick. They are on the clock. We will let you start. Elvis, they're drafting a quarterback. Am I right? With the number 1 pick, who are the Carolina Panthers selecting?
With the first overall pick, the North Carolina, I said Carolina Panthers. I almost said North Carolina Panthers select Bryce Young from the University of Alabama.
Wow.
Bill, I know we had CJ Stroud. He was the favorite. This, to be honest, though, I'm making the pick as how I will. If I have the first overall pick, I'm taking Bryce Young. I think he's the best quarterback in the draft. I think the Packers have to draft him. If would it shock me to take CJ Stroud? No, but I just think Bryce Young is the guy. Give me Bryce Young number one overall, Bill. And
With the number one pick.
real quick.
Yeah.
And if the Carolinas don't draft him number one overall, that's a fireball offense.
With the number one pick, they do play in North Carolina, by the way. But the Carolina Panthers, I agree. I think they draft Bryce Young with the number one overall pick. You know, they need a quarterback. They also need another wide receiver. They traded DJ Moore, but I think they gotta go. Everything aligned. From what, as of right now, we're recording this a few days before the draft. You know, things could happen a couple days before the draft, but as of right now, I think Bryce Young is the guy. I think the one thing I see better than what Stroud is the competition. He played in the SEC. The hands worry me. The height worries me a little bit. But other than that, I think he is the guy. I think he will go number one. So we're both aligned on the number one pick, Bryce Young. Number two, Houston Texans are on the clock. What do you got?
Dill, this one was a tough one. Because I know what I would do if I was the GM of the Texans.
But take that away. What do you think Houston is going to do? Because they tricked us a few times. They went Stingley last year or 2 years ago. You know, they throw curveballs at us.
Dill, I'm not
New coach, D'Amico Ryan. He's a defensive guy. Maybe they go defense.
Dill, initially, I had Will Anderson going number 2 overall.
Ooh, I like that, though.
Give me CJ Stroud with the second overall pick, Dill. I just feel like Houston has to take this pick right here. You know, if Carolina don't take Bryce Young, hey, Texans, you just hit the come up. But I think Carolina's gonna go with Bryce Young, and I think the Texans have to settle on CJ Stroud. Dill, I think they wanted Bryce Young. I think they probably made some phone calls to Carolina, but it's not gonna happen. Give me the Texans taking CJ Stroud number 2 overall, Bill.
I was back and forth all day. I really wanted them to take Will Anderson. It would be something that Houston does, you know, JJ Watt. They do have the 12th pick, but I don't think they wait around. I agree. I think CJ Stroud goes number 2. There's a prop on an NFL special prop on one of their sports book. No free shout outs, DK, but to CJ Stroud to be the second quarterback selected, -130. I think that's good value. I locked that in as well. I do think he will be drafted as a second quarterback. They need a quarterback. I don't think they wait till 12 because CJ Stroud's going to be gone by then. I think they get their guy, CJ Stroud, number 2. We're aligned. I don't really like that to start off, 1 and 2. Don't really like that. Number 3, we'll go out to the desert. Arizona Cardinals are on the clock. Who do they pick?
Dill, this one, I didn't think too much about it. Give me the best defensive player in the draft, arguably the best player in the draft. Give me Will Anderson, number 3 overall to the Arizona Cardinals. They're just going to show up that defense. Remember, J.J. Watt just retired, so they got to fill in that hole. Give me Will Anderson at number 3, though. Future Hall of Famer. You heard it here first.
Damn, another one we're aligned. I got Will Anderson as well.
You looking at my notes?
No, I swear to God, I'm not. I got Will Anderson going 3 to Arizona. They need help everywhere. I think they're going to be a rebuild for a few years. I think he is the best defensive player, but don't be surprised. You know, the kid out of Texas Tech, he's been getting a lot of steam. What is his name? It is
Tyler Wilson, right?
Or yeah, something like that. He's getting a lot of steam, or it's Boyd or something like that. The Texas Tech guy. But he's getting a lot of steam. I don't know if I believe it. You could get Will Anderson for the first defensive player to get drafted at plus money now. So a lot of people are, I don't know why, but they're straying away from Will Anderson. I don't think so. I think he's the best defensive player. He's been the best defensive player in college for the last 2 years.
Yeah.
I think Will Anderson gets drafted at 3 to Arizona. Joe made a good chat. Like we said, Houston does have another pick at 12. So, yeah, I don't think they wait for a quarterback. A team that desperately needs a quarterback will go to number 4 in Indianapolis. The Colts are now on the clock. Who do you got them drafting?
Dill, this was a tough one, Dill. And I expect them to make this decision just because I think they have to plan on it, Dill, and I think the sky's the limit. Give me Will Levis at number 4. I don't love it, Dill, but I think the Colts are in a draft quarterback now situation. We've seen in the last 3 seasons, Phillip Rivers, Carson Wentz.
Not
Not it. So they gotta draft somebody, kid. They gotta build because getting one of these veteran quarterbacks ain't working for them. So I think they dive here. They get Will Levis at number 4.
Yeah, I'm going quarterback as well. A lot of people in the room like Will Levis. Not me. Give me Gators, baby. Anthony Richardson. I think there's a lot more upside to this kid. I think he's a little raw and you got to work with him a little bit, but they're not in a position to win now. Yeah, they have a good defense, but they need some help on wide receiver. They need offensive line help as well. They need some help on corner. I like Anthony Richardson. From everything that I'm reading and hearing, there's a lot of people that are split between Will Levis and Anthony Richardson. I think they make the move, and I think they get Anthony Richardson. So give me the Gator quarterback going at number 4 to the Indianapolis Colts. Good. We finally disagree on something. Let's go to Seattle. Pick number 5. The Seattle Seahawks are now on the clock, and they just fall right to him. What do you got? I think we got the same one.
Seattle Seahawks select Jalen Carter from the University of Georgia. Jalen Carter is this is meant to be. Seattle, Pete Carroll, show up that defensive line, Dill. It just makes sense. I think this is a match made in heaven. Give me Jalen Carter at number 5. Joey, how you like that?
Yeah, I totally agree. I think it just falls to him. It's a perfect situation for him as well. And many people argue he's the best player in the draft. I don't think the whole arrest thing is something you have to worry about. A lot of people, Kirby Smart included, all of his coaches, they came out and said he's actually a really good human being. He's a good player. He's a good guy. He's a good family man as well. So I think it's a perfect spot, like you said, just to reiterate everything. I think Jalen Carter goes to Seattle Seahawks. I think it's a great spot for him. Pick number 6, the Detroit Lions are now on the clock. Do they go offense or defense? This is where it gets tricky.
Dill, I think this one I'm going to surprise you. Give me Christian Gonzalez, cornerback, going 6 overall, Dill. I think the Lions are going to be the best cornerback in the draft. Give me Christian Gonzalez at number 6.
Ooh, that is very interesting. They do need a corner, and I stayed with defense as well. But give me the Fighting Illini, Devin Witherspoon. I like him. He's long, he's lanky. He reminds me, not going to compare to my boy Sauce, but he reminds me a little of Sauce, long, lanky as well. So I think they need some help. They offensively, they got talent. Even though Jameson Williams is suspended. But, putting up points was not the issue for the Detroit Lions. It was on defense. They didn't stop a nosebleed if they wanted to. So I think that was the problem. I think they addressed their problems on defense. Joey has a good question in the chat. If Trey Wilson, that was the guy who got a lot of steam. If he's drafted before Will Anderson, does Seattle draft Jalen Carter or do they take Will Anderson?
I think they take Will Anderson with that one, Joey, just because, what you get from, Will Anderson. He was arguably the best defensive player for the last 2 seasons. Jalen Carter, I hear there's a lot of talks. Is he condition ready? Is he going to be, working himself back to shape into camp, in camp? They know Will Anderson is going to be a professional. You need to worry about him getting into shape. So I think if Tyree Wilson is gone, I think Will Anderson will be the second, and then Jalen Carter go fall to maybe Atlanta, 10th overall Eagles. You never know.
10th, I think that if Jalen Carter falls to 10, that'd be insane. But I agree. I think if Will Anderson falls to Seattle, they have to take him.
Yeah,
they have to.
I think anybody, 5 or 6, Will Anderson would be going 5 or 6, no matter what.
Yeah. Let's go out to 7 where they another team where they need a quarterback. It's the Las Vegas Raiders. They are on the clock. Who do you got drafted to 7?
Still, we're just a pick behind. They'll give me Devin Weatherspoon, another cornerback. Back-to-back cornerbacks being drafted. Seventh and eighth. Seventh and eighth overall deal. Sixth and seventh overall deal. Second best corner. You could go back and forth who's the best. I think both of them will have stellar careers. Give me Weatherspoon at number 7, going to the Raiders.
You don't have them going quarterback. Interesting.
They got Jimmy G.
He can't stay healthy.
Still, come on now. Come on. They got Stidham as the backup. You saw he went toe.
I know you're not serious right now talking about Stidham.
He just went toe for toe with Brock Purdy in them. Dylan, name me one team who scored 30-plus points on the 49ers defense. I'll wait. You know who did?
Stidham.
That's all I got to say, dude.
You know who's going to do it this year? With the number 7th overall pick? The Raiders select Will Levis. Big boy from Kentucky. I think you're the offensive coordinator. I think he's going to love him. What's his name? I forgot. It's Josh McDaniels. I think he's gonna love him. He reminds him a lot of Josh Allen. Not saying he's Josh Allen, but yeah, I like Will Levis. I think he goes to the Raiders. I think he fits perfect with them. And hot take, I think he might beat out Jimmy G.
Oh no, you're bugging. You think he's a year or two away?
He's a project. I agree, but I still think he could compete, and I definitely think he's better than Stidham. Come on now. Let's go to Atlanta. ATL. The Falcons are now on the clock with the 8th pick. What do you got?
Still, we know Atlanta. They're staying put at quarterback. They don't want Lamar. I think they're gonna ride with Desmond Ridder, Dill. So our number 8.
Yeah.
Give me Tyree Wilson. I think he goes here. You could make the case he's one of the best defensive linemen in the draft. You can make a case he might go ahead of Jalen Carter. I think he goes at number 8 to Atlanta.
The Georgia boy.
Mm-hmm.
Staying down there. I think they're going to go offense. You know what I think? I think they're going to run 2 tight end set like the Patriots. Give me the best tight end in the draft. Dalton Kincaid out of Utah. The Utes, baby. They're comparing this
top 10, dude. I don't know.
Yeah.
He ain't Pitts now.
Look how bad Pitts has been doing. He ain't the guy. Kincaid might be. I like Kincaid. I think they run a 2 tight end set. And I agree on the point. Desmond Ridder is their guy. They've come out and said it. They're sticking with him. So apparently they like what they see. So I think they go offense. They do need another wide receiver. I think that is a good call. They might go edge. So Joey's saying he got Meyer going before Kincaid. Oh, okay, kid. I see you. But let's go to number 9. The Bears going out to Chicago. They need a lot. What do you think they go?
They traded away 2 Pro Bowlers, both ending with the last name Smith. Give me Nolan Smith, 9th overall to Chicago Bears. I think they're going to miss those Smith last names there, and I think they fill it up right there with pass edge. Defensive lineman. Give me Nolan Smith, number 9, Dill.
I think they got to go and protect Justin Fields. I'm going to go the tackle. The best tackle in the board, I think, out of Northwestern, Peter Shashinsky. Big boy. I think he's going to protect the blind side of Justin Fields. They want to make him stay a pocket passer. And I know he likes to run and do that thing, but they need a guy like Peter to go and block for him. He didn't really have it. They need another center. They need another tackle. I think they start here with Peter Shashinsky out of Northwestern. I think he goes at 9. Number 10, this is where it gets interesting, I think. It's very interesting to see what the Philadelphia Eagles do. They have Joey's talking about they're taking Bijan Robinson, and I just don't think that's a thing that the Eagles do. The last time the Eagles drafted a running back in the first round was like the 70s or 80s. I don't think they do that. Phillies are another team. They have 2 first-round picks. Very surprising after the nice year they had. What do you think they do at number 10?
Shout out Joey. Give me Brian Robinson
high
at number 10 for the Philadelphia Eagles, Dill. I had him originally, Dill. I had him going, somewhere in the 18th, 20 overall pick, Dill. But the more chatter I hear, Dill, the more it makes sense. You know, they lost Miles Sanders. They're gonna want to secure the best running back in football. Well, in the draft for cheap numbers, Dill. So I think they take them, Dill. They need a running back. Why not get a Bell course back at number 10 overall, Dill?
Be on the lookout. I do think there might be a trade on draft night where they might go and get. There's a lot of buzz about Derrick Henry going to Philly. So if that happens, they're definitely not going to draft a running back. I don't know if it will. There are some rumors out there. I don't know how true they are, but no trade on my mock draft. I think they go defensive lineman, Kalaj Cansey out of Pittsburgh, hometown guy, stay in the state. Think they need help on the defensive line. They lost a few guys. I think they need secondary help as well on safety specifically. And I also think they need some offensive line help, guard, center. I think they need as well. So don't really know how much they really need a running back right now. So, and they do have another pick coming up. So I just don't know. I don't buy into the whole BJ Robinson hype, let's just say. But pick number 11, let's go out to Tennessee. A lot of rumblings. Ryan Tannehill might be on the move. King Henry might be on the move. A lot of moving parts here. But if they all stay, who do you think they draft at number 11?
Yeah, I think they have to. At number 11, give me Anthony Richardson from Florida, getting drafted to Tennessee Titans. Still, I think they got to draft.
Sneaky.
Yeah, they got to draft a quarterback here. I think out of the top 4 quarterbacks that will be drafted, I think Anthony Richardson will be there left at number 11. Do I love the pick? No, but I think there's a pick that has to be made, and I think Anthony Richardson will be that pick.
With the number 11th pick in the draft, the Tennessee Titans select the best wide receiver on the board, Jackson Smith-Njigba, out of the Ohio State University. Man, to put him with whoever, I don't even know who they have, to be honest. They need wide receiver help bad. They need offensive line help as well. I think they have running back if he stays put, and Ryan Tannehill needs a weapon. So I think the best wide receiver on the board, Jackson Smith-Njigba, I got him going at 11. This is the second pick for the Houston Texans at number 12. By the way, we're only going 15. We'd be here all day if we did the whole first round. Number 12, Houston Texans, second pick. Who do you got?
Still, like I said, they're getting quarterback at number 2 for sure. So at number 12, they got to shore up the offensive line deal. Give me Darnell Wright, offensive tackle from Tennessee. I expect to go at number 12. They got to protect the quarterback deal. They got to protect the future. You know they're going quarterback 2 overall. I think you shore up the offensive line at number 12.
Yeah, I got CJ Stroud going in the second pick. And I think they go on defense. I think they get a little edge help. Nolan Smith out of Georgia. Think he's one of the top 5 edge rushers in the draft. You go and shore that, get a little pass rush going for the Texans. I think it helps them out a little. So I'm going to go Nolan Smith, edge out of Georgia, going number 12. We had 13 for the Jets, but breaking news, thankfully we did this now. So right now, the Green Bay Packers are on the clock with the number 13 overall pick. What do you got Green Bay going?
Still, give me Paris Johnson with the Green Bay Packers. I think they go offensive line. You're going to have rookie quarterback and Jordan Love going there. You know what, Dill? I'm sorry, because I had them flipped. Like you said, we flipped them. Give me Peter Skoronski at number 13. I had the Jets taking Paris Johnson. So give me Peter at 13. I think he goes to Green Bay. And to scoop ahead, I think the Jets draft now Paris Johnson to protect Aaron Rodgers at 15.
Yeah, so I had the Jets drafting Paris Johnson Jr. as well out of the Ohio State. So that's for 15. For 13, out of just spite, and tell me this wouldn't be hilarious. They never drafted a wide receiver or a tight end in the history of Aaron Rodgers being there. They go out and get Jordan Addison out of USC, the second best wide receiver. I fucking would love it. Go get Jordan Love some help. That would be hilarious if they did that. So I just had a comedy, I'm going to take Jordan Addison at number 13. 15, like I said, we're both on Paris Johnson, protect Aaron Rodgers, tackle. I think the Jets need that. We also need a lot of linebackers. So maybe we get that in the second round. But yeah, so 13 and 15, we're good. 14, The New England Patriots are on the clock. Who do you get? You need a
Dill,
quarterback now.
no quarterback. Dill, for the first time in recent history, Bill Belichick will hit a home run on a wide receiver. Give me Jackson Smith out of deep Ohio State. Dill, he goes 14th overall to the New England Patriots. We need a true number one. We need Mac Jones to get some help. We've seen these other quarterbacks take a step forward when they get a true number one. You saw Jalen Hurts last season get a number one. He took off. Josh Allen, when he got a true number one, he took off. So maybe Mac Jones get a true number one. Maybe he might take off, Dill. So let's start there. Give me Jackson Smith at 14th overall.
I do agree. He's a fucking stud. If you get him for your quarterback, you guys will be set. I'm going to go a little different. I think that they need a little help on the edge. I think they need some help on the other side, not where they got from Baltimore. Judon on the other side. Let me go Myles Murphy out of Clemson. I think he's another top 5 edge rush, and you know, he can't draft offensively, but defensively, I trust him drafting. I think they find studs defensively, and I think this guy could be really good. He's in a great system like the New England Patriots. So I'm going to go edge rush here for the Patriots. Myles Murphy at 14, and then like we both said, we both got Paris Johnson Jr. going to the Jets at 15. So that's just breaking news. 13 and 15 have swapped because of the Aaron Rodgers trade, but yeah, rest of the picks, you got the Commanders going 16. You got the Steelers going at 17. So very interesting draft. It starts this Thursday in Kansas City. Any draft props you have?
Dill, I got a couple, Dill.
Okay, let me hear them.
Give me Will Anderson, 3rd overall at plus 370. I think at plus 370, I even questioned myself. Damn, would he go 3rd overall? Guess what, Dill? I'm going to lay it. I don't see the Cardinals skipping Will Anderson. Like I said, he's the best defensive player in the draft, in my opinion. Best overall player, in my opinion. Will Anderson, 3rd overall at plus 370. And then give me Jalen Carter, 5th overall at plus 550. I know a lot of people got him slipping down, possibly being even drafted outside of the top 10. But give me Jalen Carter at number 5. I think he gets locked in at number 5. And at plus 550. And then still, total quarterbacks drafted in the first round, I think there'll be 4 taken. Give me under 4.5.
Yep.
102.
That's one of mine as well. Like I said, I took Will Anderson for the first defensive player, plus 120. I took CJ Stroud for the second quarterback to be drafted at minus 130. Under 4.5 quarterbacks. I like Hayden Hooker from Tennessee, but I think he's a project. I think he's the second rounder, maybe mid-second rounder as well. So I like under 4.5 quarterbacks, and I got that at plus 136. You could get plus money out there. So I like that. Over total number of running backs drafted in the first round. I like the over 1.5. I do think BJ Robinson, bless you. I do think BJ Robinson will get drafted in the first round. And I think late round, I think another running back will get drafted. So over 1.5 running backs at plus 130 as well. Another ones I like, total offensive linemen over 6.5. I like that at minus 130. We just named like 3 or 4 in the top 15. So I think more teams will need interior linemen as well. There's a lot in this draft. So those are just a few bets that I have. Any other ones that we, let's see. BJ Robinson draft position over under 12.5.
I'm telling you, Dill, he's going 10th to
I'm going to go over 12.5, minus 114. So it is his favorite. So you got under.
I got him going 10 to Philly, Dill. I think it makes sense. Philly needs a running back, and why not secure your running back for the next 3 to 5 seasons, 10th overall, and you have 2 first-round picks. So
yeah, no, it is very interesting, and I'd love to see where he goes because I do think he is the best running back. It's no disrespect to him at all. I just think we've seen a day.
The running back is devalued nowadays.
100%. And the last one that got drafted this high, who was it? Saquon, right?
No, it was this high, yeah, top 10 pick. Yeah, you're right. Saquon.
And he's great. Don't get me wrong. I love Saquon, but they're even hesitant to pay him. So it's a lot to see. I can't wait to the draft, Elvis. I know you're excited, but that's going to do an amazing episode. Any last closing words before we get up out of here, kid?
No, let's just have a. Hopefully, the Laker game tonight is great. I don't want to see no blow. I want to see nip and tuck games. Hopefully, the Bucks will get right back in the series because it'll suck to have Miami up 3-1. To be honest.
Yes, sir. That's going to do it for this Monday edition of the Dream Wager. On behalf of our sponsor, Viva Tequila, Prize Picks, Elvis, myself. We'll see you guys in a few days. Have fun. Good luck on your wagers. Make sure you follow our social media, Twitter and Instagram at the Dream Wager. You can find all of our podcasts wherever you find podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, doesn't matter. If you could do us a favor, please subscribe, rate, leave us a review. Let us know what we're doing right. Let us know what we could be doing better. All that good stuff really helps the show grow. So be a friend, tell a friend. Everyone have a great few days. Good luck on your wagers. Be safe, be well, and we'll see you guys down the road. Peace.